The movie opens with Joon-woo waking up in his home. He is a gamer and lives with his parents. Upon waking up, he discovers that he is home alone and his parents left in a hurry, leaving him money for groceries. He sits back in his gaming chair to proceed with the usual setup for video games, and he shortly meets his online buddies. There, Joon-woo hears about a strange disease that causes infected people to bite and even eat uninfected people, thereby infecting them. When Joon-woo turns on the television, he is surprised to see how chaotic the country is. As he reaches his balcony, Joon-woo sees a chaotic and panicked crowd fleeing and running for their lives. A pandemic is breaking out. Traffic accidents are numerous. Joon-woo then notices a girl calling out for her mother. When her mother finds the girl, their embrace becomes a violent attack as the girl starts to devour her mother. Back inside again, Joon-woo hears similar noises in the hallway. As soon as he opens the door to the hallway, a neighbor named Lee Sang-chul from the next apartment enters. Sang-chul begs Joon-woo to let him stay. Joon-woo allows him to use the bathroom. A TV report describes the transformation infected individuals experience, including aggressive behavior and bleeding of the eyes that can ultimately lead to full-out cannibalistic assaults. When the neighbor exits the bathroom, Joon-woo notices a wound on his neighbor's hand. Shortly thereafter, Sang-chul's eyes turn red and his body convulses. Joon-woo pushes his neighbor back out of the apartment and into the hallway, locking the door to save his own life. Through the peephole, Joon-woo observes a hideous murder in the hallway. Blood seeps under the door into his apartment. Joon-woo secures the front door by pushing his refrigerator in front of it. Joon-woo receives messages from his family, assuring him that they are safe. He checks his food supply and regrets not going to the grocery store the day before. He dedicates himself to survival. As night has fallen, Joon-woo falls asleep on the couch. The next day, Joon-woo is awakened by a TV discussion about the causes of the behavioral changes attributed to a mutated viral infection. The internet, as Joon-woo soon finds out, is filled with people asking about their loved ones and putting up addresses under the hashtag #alive. Seeking his own rescue, Joon-woo puts up a similar post. He also comes across a disturbing video of a rather stupid young man who is hanging outside the terrace of a multiple-story building with his phone attached to a selfie stick in a bid to get a signal. The young man is excited when he gets a signal, only to lose it soon after. He then stretches on tiptoes, loses his footing, and falls from his perch. Joon-woo sends out his drone to get a brief glimpse of the terror going on in the apartments around him before his cell phone battery dies. Then he even loses the connection to his streaming video game service. He falls asleep but is awakened by a commotion outside. From his deck, Joon-woo observes a policewoman being torn to bits by fellow police officers now turned into zombies. Joon-woo shouts at the predators out of sympathy, but the policewoman is overwhelmed. Joon-woo's attempt to scare off the zombies nearly 100 meters away by yelling at them does nothing but attract the attention of a zombie close to his home. Almost immediately, a zombie pushes his way past the refrigerator and into Joon-woo's apartment. Joon-woo is outside the railing hanging off his porch when the zombie rushes him and falls several stories to the pavement below. Although Joon-woo is unharmed, it seems that his encounter with the zombie has further reduced his rations. The little food in the fridge has all found its way to the bloody mess on the floor. After 2 days alone, Joon-woo records a video of his nearly miraculous survival for his subscribers. By day 7, Joon-woo has invaded his father's liquor cabinet. TV news further details that the virus seems to be only spread by contact with the blood. Avoiding bites and stabs is the best way to stay free of contamination. The infected have a superior sense of strength and sensory capabilities. Many still possess the ability to perform behaviors they had before infection. Joon-woo eats his last bowl of ramen soup. Joon-woo spills his water bottle and then discovers there is no running water in his apartment. By day 10, Joon-woo is frustrated by the television advisory, stating that survivors should simply wait it out at home. He refuses to leave the apartment and ends up like the infected. He recalls his mother listening to internet radio shows. His attempt to listen to the radio on his phone is foiled when he cannot find any wired earphones to serve as an antenna. All his earphones are wireless. By day 15, Joon-woo hallucinates that he is reuniting with his family. Waking up from the hallucination, he is left very sad. He gets a call from his mother, but the signal is so bad that he barely hears a thing. He then duplicates the stunt the stupid young man on the internet had pulled earlier, using a selfie stick to get better reception. He does not fall, but he clearly hears that something is not quite right with his family. In his anger, Joon-woo breaks things in his home and goes outside. There, he sees a zombie that is surprisingly slow, and he takes out his anger on the zombie using a golf club. The violence urges others to come by. Not too long after, he is nearly swamped in a sea of zombies. Joon-woo manages to get to his apartment alive, when zombies exiting the elevator pile up against the zombies, pursuing Joon-woo down the corridor. Then Joon-woo quietly walks behind the zombies until he arrives at his front door. Once Joon-woo is behind the locked door, the zombies gather outside. By day 20, Joon-woo decides that it is time to take his own life. As he dangles from the noose he has tied, a laser beam projects into his house from the apartment across the yard. The beam points to the word no on the writing on the wall. He struggles with the noose until he is freed. Joon watches the beam, then points to different alphabets on the writings on the wall to spell the word idiot. The source of the laser beam is a girl named Kim on the porch opposite him. She seems to have been watching Joon-woo with a pair of binoculars. When Joon-woo, now freed from the noose, sees her, he waves to her excitedly. She waves back and gestures that they will meet again at 7 o'clock. Unlike Joon-woo, Kim seems very organized and has prepared her house with a series of booby traps for zombies. Joon-woo wakes up at 11 o'clock, late for the 7 o'clock rendezvous time they had previously agreed on. Joon-woo gestures an apology and then projects his name on his phone. She reciprocates. After their brief attempt to communicate, Kim hears a sound and attempts to find the source. They agree to meet at 7 o'clock again. One of Kim's traps has snared a zombie that made its way into her house. She proceeds to axe its head off. The next morning, at the agreed upon time, Kim attempts to pass food over to Joon-woo. When she sees that he is hungry, she attaches a rope to a baseball and throws it across, hoping it gets into his home. The ball does not make it, and it lands in the street. Joon-woo then uses his drone to deliver a rope to Kim. Using the rope bridge, she passes him a container of snacks and a bottle of water, with the encouragement not to eat too fast. An infected firefighter pulls on the first cable, causing Kim's table to fly across her apartment, knock her out, and lodge into her balcony railing. The zombie starts climbing the cable. Joon-woo distracts the zombie with his drone, ultimately sacrificing it. Shortly thereafter, Kim wakes up and cuts off the hand of the infected man as she reaches her porch. The zombie falls to his death. Joon-woo flashes a message to Kim on his phone, stating, "Stay strong." Viewing his meager supplies and being quite desperate, Joon-woo decides to go farming. Leaving his apartment, he finds the key to his neighbor's door on a dead body. Joon-woo cleans out the refrigerator and finds other food, clothing, a headphone with a cord, and walkie-talkies inside his neighbor's unit. While searching for other items, an infected sleeping zombie wakes up and attacks Joon-woo. Joon-woo manages to save himself and bring the essentials to his apartment. After feasting on the peanut butter he found and unsuccessfully finding a radio station with his antenna cord, Joon-woo sends a walkie-talkie and some food to Kim on the zipline. The two communicate through it. With the talkies, they eventually start to communicate. Kim is not interested in discussing Joon-woo's suicide attempt. Instead, they decide to make noodle soup together. Later, Kim admits she is scared of heights. Joon-woo finds it illogical that she has such a fear and was still able to cut off someone's hand. Kim says the monsters are no longer humans, which relieves her of any guilt or fear. She tells Joon-woo that she fell while climbing. While they talk, Joon-woo asks Kim to bring out basins, as he can hear heavy sounds and thinks it's raining. They look out at the terraces, but it is not raining. Instead, they see a multitude of zombies running into both apartment complexes simultaneously. They both lie low and try to stay silent until Kim accidentally knocks over a shelf in her house. Joon-woo calls a neighboring unit on the phone to momentarily distract the zombies in front of Kim's apartment. Kim prepares to leave, as she knows she will soon be overrun with zombies. She informs Joon-woo that her destination is the 8th floor of his apartment complex, which, as she had earlier noticed, was empty. They both agree to meet up there. Kim jumps out of the terrace of her home, rappels down to the street, and runs towards the apartment complex across the way, swinging her axe to fight off numerous zombies. Joon-woo is very impressed by her bravery and runs out to help her. He knocks a zombie off the top of Kim with his golf club. They both narrowly miss being swamped by zombies as they enter the elevator to the 8th floor. They meet face to face for the first time. As they cautiously exit the elevator, all is peaceful on the 8th floor. This lasts a few moments while they are checking for unlocked doors. Soon, they are again chased by zombies. Joon-woo fights them off with a golf club, while Kim finds an unlocked door. A man opens his door and quickly pulls them in before Joon-woo and Kim are bitten and eaten. Once inside, They all share their stories of survival. The man seems kind and offers them water and food. He says he has enough for them to survive until a rescue team comes around. They are overjoyed, but it seems their joy is short-lived, as they soon discover that the food was laced with drugs. The man zip ties their wrists while they slumber. He locks Kim in a room with a sky painted on the ceiling. Kim wakes up under a mobile in a locked room. The man is planning to offer Kim as a meal for his starving wife, now a zombie. Kim realizes that she's in danger and cries for help. Joon-woo wakes up and threatens the older man with a gun they previously recovered outside. The man holds the wife's harness, telling Joon-woo that keeping his wife alive is something he must do. He offers to let Joon-woo survive if he just abandons Kim. When Joon-woo threatens to kill the man, he releases the rope, holding back his wife. Joon-woo leaps toward the rope, but it mostly slips away under the door. Sounds of an attack are heard, and then the room goes silent. The older man opens the door to see what is going on. Kim manages to save herself by pulling the fabric over the infected wife's head. The older man submits himself to his wife's attack. Kim shoots them both with the gun. The gunfire only draws the attention of more zombies. Seeing the end so close, Joon-woo and Kim decide to shoot themselves instead of getting bitten and becoming infected. Just before Joon-woo pulls the trigger on his partner, they hear the rescue helicopters. With hope rekindled in them, they struggle hard to make it to the rooftop of the apartment building. They use a pushcart to clear a path through the zombies. Then Joon-woo holds off a horde of zombies in the stairwell with a bicycle, while Kim escapes to the roof. Joon-woo eventually pushes the zombies backward, giving himself enough time and distance to join Kim on the roof. The choppers, however, are no longer in sight. Joon-woo screams at the sky, "There are survivors here. We are still alive." The zombies find their way to the rooftop, push open the door, and gradually creep closer and closer to Joon-woo and Kim. Just when they are about to be overwhelmed by the zombies, the military appears in a helicopter and shoots at the zombies while helping the survivors into the helicopter. Once aboard and flying to safety, Joon-woo receives a message from his family, assuring him of their safety. He looks towards Kim, and they are both glad to be alive. A news report details how valuable posting on social media has been in locating survivors in urban areas. The reference on Joon-woo's social media posting then changes from "I must survive" to "stay alive." And with that, the movie ends. We hope you enjoyed our video. Watch the next recaps on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing recaps. See you in the next one.